I'm Mike and this is Dan, and we're from the Lawn Company. We have a wealth of experience in looking after lawns, large and small. We're going to show you some handy tips on how to care for your lawn. I'm going to show you how to kill weeds in your lawn. You've previously measured your lawn and therefore you know exactly how much control product to buy for that given lawn area. This example here will treat 120 square metres. Our lawn for today's example is about 120 square metres. What we need to do first is choose a suitable little knapsack sprayer. This is a little compression sprayer. We need to half fill the reservoir with water first, because there's no point pouring the chemical in the bottom because that comes out the lance first. We then need to measure the required amount of control product. We're then going to add this into the receptacle, being careful to close the lid of the container. And then we're going to rinse the jug out 3 times. And pour the washings into the tank. You'll notice that we were not actually mixing up on the lawn. I mean, we've picked to use a couple of boards. You could use a piece of gravel, a gravel area, or an end of a terrace, for example. This is just to preserve the lawn should we end up with a little spill. Right, once we've washed out the measuring receptacle, we're then going to fill the knapsack up to the required mark. Having filled the knapsack with the given amount of chemical, we're then going to pump the compression sprayer to get it up to pressure. This type of sprayer has a little compression release valve, just in case. You'll hear that once that's up to pressure, if it goes over pressure, it will vent quite happily on its own. Like mowing and some of the other mechanical practices that we do on the lawn, it's always important to do the headlands first. These are the edges of the lawn. Make 2 passes. This gives you a bit of a turning area when you're going up and down. It's very important to make sure that you're actually walking by the time you press the trigger on the lance. To make life easier, some people use a spray indicator dye. This is a blue or a green colorant, which will allow you to see exactly where you've been and where you haven't been. Once you've sprayed the lawn, it's important not to walk on it for at least 24 hours and also not to mow it for about 3 or 4 days. What will happen with a selective weed killer is it will make the weeds go into super growth, and that's how the selective weed killer actually kill them. That's how you kill weeds in your lawn.